Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to Nebraska's top station, 98.8 NBBC. Today's program we will be focusing on the not-so-great depression America is living. I will direct you to Ahmad Katak, who will be talking about the current drought crisis.
Reporting from North Dakota, this is Ahmad Katak. Here in Stratford, we are experiencing a severe drought, one of the major causes to the current Great Depression. This severe drought, one of the worst droughts recorded to date, has left many farmers desperate for rainfall. Crops have been left bare in the plains, and farmers are left without a source of money. Many farmers have been forced to leave their farm and travel westward in order to find work. According to study, the average person living in North Dakota earns only $145 a year compared to the national average of $375. A typical North Dakotan has no electricity, no running water, and an inadequate diet. The severe drought has also been a major cause of the catastrophic dust bowl. Families and businesses are left to experience the harshness of everlasting dust storms. The environment has also taken a toll on the dry weather. Plants and trees are found to be very little in plains. This is Ahmad Katak, again reporting from North Dakota, where the dry weather has left everything in ruins.
Thank you, Ahmad, for that wonderful report on drought. Now, here's a word from our sponsors at Krispy Kreme Cookies. K-R-I-S-P-Y, Krispy Kreme Cookies!
Ice cream? Cookies? Can't decide what snack you want? Well, now you don't have to. Our new and delicious Krispy Kreme cookies will satisfy your cravings without having to choose. Krispy Kreme cookies are made with very tasty home-baked cookies and delicious vanilla ice cream. They're selling out quick. Get them at your nearest grocery store for only 33 cents. That's right, 10 Krispy Kreme cookies for only 33 cents.
Krispy Cookies! Yeah! Now, back to our program. What's that? Nano's reporting on income inequality. Let's get her on immediately.
I'm Natalie Rivera here in New York reporting the income inequality. Income inequality has been one of the major causes to current Great Depression Americans living. The gap between the rich and the poor is at an all-time high. Income inequality is when the country's wealth is unfairly disturbed among the population. The income collapse in the beginning of 1929 brought a fall in prices and employment. It is estimated that 3.1 million people have been left unemployed. Those that were lucky to be employed suffer a decreased income. Many industrials, including construction, agriculture, and transportation, suffer up to 90% decreased income. However, government was the only industrial that increased income at 10%. Although the Wall Street crash of 1929 led the loss of money in many upper classes Americans, many did not suffer employment as the lower class Americans. Wealthy Americans continue to live happy lifestyle while the poorest Americans are currently suffering. 40% of the Americans barely have any wealth to scrap by during these hard times. This is Natalie Rivera again reporting the income inequality where the richest don't suffer as much as the poor do.
Thank you, Natalie, on that great report on income inequality. Now, we have a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Tired of old boring breakfast?
Yes.
Tired of old and boring burgers?
Yes.
Tired of waiting forever to make your meal?
Yes.
Well, now you don't have to. Say goodbye to regular meat. Spam takes less than 3 minutes to make in over 100 ways. If you want to make delicious gourmet meals for your family, Spam is the way to go. What's that, Mama? Is that Spam?
Yes, son, that's Spam.
Oh boy, Mama.
Oh, Timmy, don't you eat all that Spam.
Oops.
Oh, Timmy, you.
Back to our program. I will now direct you to Lemuel Constantino, who is reporting on over-farming. Let's go. Hello, this is Lemuel Constantino reporting to you live from Omaha, Nebraska on over-farming. Well, the black blizzards out here are really damaging these crops in the Nebraskan plains. Many farmers are left in the dust to deal with their own financial issues. Where did it all go wrong? During the Great War, soldiers needed a simple and easy source of nourishment. Farmers turned to wheat in order to supply the hard-working soldiers. As time progressed and the Great War ended, wheat became a surplus. Farmers continued to grow wheat, and the demand for it dropped along with the prices. This led to a loss of income for farmers, since they weren't selling as much. Without enough money, farmers are unable to pay for their own debt, for their own tractors, their own equipment, and so on and so forth. Farmers are desperate for income, and have to grow more wheat and use up more land to earn up the same amount of money they were earning before. The current agricultural income is only 40% of what it was before in the 1920s. A bushel of corn today only costs 25 cents, when it cost nearly 85 cents in 1928. Again, this is Lamal Constantino reporting from Omaha, Nebraska on the effects of overfarming. Now, another word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Why can't I have mac and cheese? I want mac and cheese!
I'm hungry again. Where's the mac and cheese?
Is that mac and cheese?
It is!
For only 23 cents, you can save yourself the misery and depression and choose mac and cheese from Kraft for your meal.
Kraft mac, cheese and salt, cheesy and delicious.
I need it. You need it. Now, back to our program. We'll be going to Janet Rodriguez, who's reporting on the stock market crash. Let's go.
I'm Janet Rodriguez, coming to you live from New York on Wall Street, and today marks exactly 1 year since the stock market crash has occurred. Many people are still panicking, confused, and have many unanswered questions on this situation. The stock market crash, what people are now calling Black Tuesday, happened on the 29th of October last year. But what many don't know is the Thursday before that Tuesday, the stock market fell 11%, and 2% again later on that day. The following Monday it fell another 13%, and that final Tuesday it fell another 11%. That's when investors began to panic because over 16 million stocks were sold that day. So far, this is the most significant crash in the U.S. Over these few days of the stock market crash, money dropped 25%, losing $30 billion in market value. Everyone was devastated and is still devastated. People are left unemployed and are forced to live on the streets because they cannot afford to pay for anything. The unemployment percent is at 25%. The wages fell 42%, and economic growth is at 50%. Once again, I'm Janet Rodriguez, coming to you live from New York on Wall Street, talking about the stock market crash.
This concludes our show today on 99.8 NBBC, Nebraska's #1 station. Tune in again tomorrow night for a special broadcast. Thank you.